without its god is nothing but a tasty prey. Outer gods, absolute beings who created countless universes since their existence. Itharims scattered across multiple dimensions, faraway dimensions. Eyes lit up upon realizing that the master had disappeared. The death of their own kind is the least of their concerns. To them, the only thing that matters is the enormous mana remaining in that world. Power that loses its master belongs to the one who finds it first. Hence, the start of the War of Outer Gods. Multiple universes are connected by dimension gaps. The strong walls of the dimension were torn apart with force, and envoys of Itharium came out at once. A man stood in front of him. The greatest fragment of brilliant light, Shadow Monarch Sung Jinwoo, opened his mouth with a black air current wrapped around his body. Arise. With that word, millions of light angels and shadow armies raised their weapons in unison. Soon, the war began. The extraterrestrial invaders continue to attack endlessly no matter how many of them were killed. With no space to take a breath, the tense battle continued for a long time. The end is not in sight. Honestly, it's a miracle we're enduring this much. From the start, this war is against us. I agree, without the Shadow Monarch, our defense line would have been wiped out right away. The rulers, six-winged angels, paid their respects to Sung Jinwoo. They are fragments of brilliant light born as apostles of God. At some point, they realized the cruelty of the gods and became god-slayers by their own will. Perhaps from then on, this war may have been a predestined step. The apostles of Itharium are still being born. On the other hand, our forces are steadfast. Since ancient times, the heavenly soldiers led by rulers were born from the fruit of the world tree. However, after the death of the god, the world tree gradually ceased to bear fruit. Accordingly, replenishment of troops was impossible. As the rulers said, if it wasn't for Sung Jinwoo's shadow army that continues to resurrect even after dying, this war would have ended in an instant. In other words, the absolute end of this world's demise. Master, we're in trouble. Commander Regret appeared urgently in front of Sung Jinwoo. Our backline defense has been wiped out. Which area? The thing is, they were aiming for the area with the weakest magic. You mean, Earth? I apologize. Too much focus was given to frontline defense that the backline became insufficient. Sung Jinwoo let out a deep sigh. The Earth, which had barely regained peace, was once again exposed to danger. The gate to Earth will open again. The rulers looked at Sung Jinwoo and muttered simultaneously. At one point, Earth has been invaded by extraterrestrial inhabitants. The rulers, who were the main culprits of the incident, urgently made excuses. That situation was different from ours now. Surely, our purpose was to nurture the Earth and protect it from monarchs. But the purpose of Itharium this time is pure aggression. To confuse us, they are targeting our weakest point, the backline. Master, we must send troops to Earth as soon as possible. The rulers strongly opposed Greece. We can't. If we divide our forces, the balance we barely maintained so far will be at risk. That could be Itharium's main goal. If we protect the backline at the expense of our frontline defense, we will eventually be defeated. Sung Jinwoo, who was listening to their fierce argument, finally made a decision. You kick, your majesty. The Ant King, who was tearing his enemy's limbs excitedly, responded to his call. High Commander Baryu, listen to my command. Go to Earth. Kick. Could it be? Sung Jinwoo nodded sternly. That's right. I think it's time to unleash Soho. Baryu's eyes widened with full anticipation. Come back as soon as you can. Your wish is my command. After which, Baryu immediately becomes like a ray of light and flies to Earth. Sung Jinwoo, who had been watching him silently, returned to the approaching enemies. Mouth tightly closed, his eyes burned fiercely. Come here, apostles of outer gods. The war continued.